point did you actually get into the gi?
Um, Honestly, I'm just starting to get into it like more now. Like I trained in the gi for a while when I was out in Hawaii with BJ. I went out there, and Hilo is awesome. It's awesome training at BJ's gym. But it's very centered around what BJ has going on for fight camp. When BJ's in the gym, everyone's in the gym. When BJ's not in the gym, a lot of people aren't in the gym. So when I went there the first time, everyone was in the gym. So I didn't, I was so focused on MMA and no-gi grappling, tons of guys, everything like that. But then I went out there a second time, and BJ just fought. So like the MMA stuff wasn't as hot as it had been the first time. And basically to get extra rolling in, I just started jumping in the gi class. So like I bought my first gi, was out in Hawaii. And I just started training. So I trained probably probably the most gi training I've done has been I've trained pretty solid for 8-10 weeks, pretty much every day. I'm just now starting to get into gi more. It's fun, but it's not exactly like what I'm getting ready for. It doesn't do me any good to get good at all these different collar chokes and all these different things when I'm not gonna be able to do it. Come fight time. I'm always thinking overhooks and butterfly guard and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like a lot of people, they say, training in the gi is going to help your no gi performance as well. You don't feel that?
I think there's some very, very small, specific things that helps a ton. I think it's great for posture. I think it definitely helps your passing and things like that, because if someone can grab onto your sleeve or your pants or something like that, and they can stop you from passing, but you can still pass, that definitely helps, obviously. But I think that when there are guys that are they try to be like the gi wizards and the gi ninjas, where they're they're tying you up every which way and using the sleeve so much, those are the guys I think don't carry over as much, because as soon as you take off that gi, all of their stuff doesn't work. It's all out the window. But it's definitely good for posture and that kind of stuff. You got to I feel like if you focus on the people using the gi more against you and you not using the gi, then it's great for MMA. But if you're all about using the gi, it's not going to work out for you.
So it just kind of adds an extra challenge almost.
Absolutely. It's kind of like a handicap. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm really glad that you touched on that, because I see these quotes all the time. People saying, "Oh, if you want to get better, no gi, you got to be in the gi," and etc. But especially for MMA, that's just simply not the case.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I do think that there's I think okay, so a super basic transition is you talk arm lock, triangle, omoplata, right? If you take to it well, you can probably figure out the mechanics of it pretty good, and you can do it no gi. But if you're a little bit slow, or maybe it doesn't come so naturally to you, the gi definitely helps, to help you get that different pressure and different points and points of control and things like that. For me, it always came pretty naturally to me, so I felt like I didn't really need the gi. I kind of feel almost the gi is almost like training wheels a little bit, where it's a little bit easier to get tougher concepts. Mm-hmm. And it's good. It definitely, I think it definitely helps. It helped. I know, training the gi for me, it made my omoplata game a lot better, because I sucked at omoplatas for a long time, and then training the gi and doing them so much, it helped me a little bit, and it made all my no gi omoplatas a lot better. So it definitely helps, but I feel like you can't get too dependent on grabbing onto material and hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, some guys, they do play a very heavy grip game, and I can't imagine that much with
that. Yeah, or sometimes you get guys that maybe they're not very good, but they have an iron grip. So it's we had a good, it was kind of a stalemate, and but let's take off the gi, and I'm gonna murder you because you held me in place. And yeah, I mean, kudos to you, you did that, but it's not really the same.